Welcome to this video on my ESP32 IoT device right here, connected to, first of all, LED, then also an LCD and a 7-segment display, and they are all controlled, programmed in C, AVR C, because I'm using an AVR IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, and you can do a lot with the ESP, and I'm step by step finding out how many things you can do. What I found is that although I have now 4 devices attached to it, but for some reason things don't exactly work the way I expect, which the wiring isn't always properly attached. That's one problem, but that's the wiring, not the device itself. What I found is that the memory on the device is volatile. Volatile means that when you remove this cable, everything is gone. Other embedded devices, such as Arduino, do not lose their memory. They have non-volatile memory. So this is not one of them. Another thing is that I've noticed that for some reason, and I haven't found out why yet, is that at any given moment, the whole algorithm which runs on it stops. So that means also that this display shows some gibberish information like meaningless characters. Also this stops working, etc. Last thing I have done is adding this motor, and it's working with pulse modulation. It's a servo motor, and according to the examples that I've used, it should be working nicely, but it turns around in a way that I haven't expected it according to my algorithm. Why do I have a staple? Because I have created in the algorithm that it goes 180 degrees one way and then another way, so say counterclockwise and clockwise, but due to the nature of this white, let's say, cross, you can't see which end is going where. So I've put a staple into one of the holes, and then I see at least which end is where. Since activating this, and the algorithm is running right now, as you might be, as you can tell by burning the LED, the change of digits on the display, and walking display here, scrolling display, but this motor hasn't done anything yet. So the question is, given the fact that there is a nice pulse modulation signal on the oscilloscope, which is changing its breadth in pulse, so that is a bit strange. Anyway, I'll show the software and the setup with the oscilloscope. So this isn't working nicely to my idea, but let's take a look at the other side. Right, so what I've ended up with last time is changing, I should show, by the way, the software, which is right here. So okay, let's give an overview of the software. So because this is Arduino IDE, there's a setup in which everything is defined, then a separate function scroll text for the LCD, of course, and then the loop which goes on endlessly, starting with hello world, then LED, high and low, LCD, first the top row, then the lower row, and or bottom row, whatever, and that one is scrolling, as you can see. Next, the 7-segment display. Every segment has to be controlled separately. So you can't say I'm writing the digit 2. No, you have to control every different segment. I am not using the dot right now, but anyway, then here again the LED, because I'm separating each action with an LED, or supposed to, and then the servo. And here comes a bit strangeness, and I'm not quite sure why this is happening. I have here the probe, and my problem is that despite that the monitor gives a very nice display of the grades, and it is really in grades like 0 to 180 and not in radians, so this should be moving. Last time I had the problem that this power wire was out. Well, now it is not. That is to say, if I take this away, put it in, is that really the cause of it? And if I, yeah, well, that is certainly 3.3 volts. So let's see if this is working this time. Alright, 7-segment display. Okay, so that was the problem. Although, yeah, right, so that one is solved. I need to have something right here, some better light. Oops. I need to have something here to which I can attach the probe, because apparently this wire, which is the pulse width modulation wire, was too far out of the breadboard, and now it works. I can for now make a little substitute for a wire. Not really designed this way, but it is what it is. and I hope it gets, no, it won't get in. So then it's the other side that gets in. Alright, probe attaching. Yep, that works. Alright, not happy with this, but this is the way it is for now. But the motor clearly does work, so I'm happy with that. Although, what I'm not happy with is the way it is dealt with, because this is not 180 degrees. And it has turned from here to there. And servo position is coming to 180, and it is still moving. So why is this the case? And then very fast alright, this is something I need to explore further, because 180 degrees is opposite position. This is not what I call an opposite position. What I can do, of course, is changing the software a little bit, because this I will call forward. Then this is naturally backwards. Whatever. So let's upload and see whenever what happens. Right. First thing, now you can see alright, then LED, another LED, and there it goes. This forwards. Okay. Now you see that forwards has been has stopped, but this one still goes. So how fast is it actually? Still going forwards. It looks like not being controlled. So why is this happening this way? Because I'm not looking at backwards. Okay, let me stop the scrolling. Hello, I don't see the backwards anyway. Where is backwards? Because in the algorithm you can see that it goes up to 180, and then it should go back from 180 to 0, This is weird. This whole part of the algorithm is not executed. Very odd. Why is this happening? Right, so the question is now, why does the motor skip the whole backwards position routine? And to be honest, I don't know yet, so I have now, after this routine, this for loop, where it ends on position 180, the servo write 180, so I am quite sure, I should be quite sure that this position is being reached. After that it goes from here to the backwards. So, and here you see, by the way, the line being written again. So this actually means that it from slow goes to fast. The longer this line is, the faster it goes. So it speeds up. But let's upload this one. See whatever happens. Alright. Now, I haven't put a print statement in there, so I will just have to assume that just after writing 180 it goes to this position. And you see it speed up, and it goes straight into a hello world. While the motor keeps running. Speeds up, and that's it. So it looks like I have a serious delay into actions. Alright, let's stop the auto scroll for a moment. And still only forwards to see and no backwards. And the point is also that because the only wires that are used for this motor, for the servo motor, is power as well as ground and just one signal. So to show here in schematics, one wire to ground, one wire from 3.3 volts, which is coming straight from the ESP, and the pulse width modulation wire is also coming straight from this one. So 3 wires only, so I can't read anything from it. And here it starts with forward again. Now it is nice to actually have something else with it. So let me do it different to make clear which what is going on. So copy, This is hello world, I'm fine with that one. Then I say LED high. Then, needless to say, LED low. Let's keep it nice and tidy. After which we get, of course, the same thing right here. No, wait. Zero print line. Oh wait, I am doing something stupid here. This is the way to go. So here I am writing this, and this should be print line, not print, because print makes that this one goes straightly after this one, and print line makes this being printed under the other one. Which is not as nice. Alright. Same thing here. Oh, by the way, 1, this is then 2 and 2. Right, 3 and a low 3, and that's about it. So now I am quite curious if this is actually executed at all. So position 180, and after this I will say position 182, or more appropriately, done. So if these two are, if I see this one, these two, then I do know that it should have been executed. Is it? That's another question. So once again, upload. Right, so let's auto scroll. $180, done. So in between there should have been a positioning 280, unless there should be a delay somewhere. That's a good point, because there's not for nothing some delay, and I've made a delay of 30. The example that I'm using gives a delay of 15. So let me give this a delay of 30. scrolling text is going on now. Yep. Oh, I forget here a print line. Now. Ah. Aha. Okay. Now that is something new. So this gives a position 180. Apparently. Now it goes. Okay. But it is not quite alright yet. It very slowly and then speeds up. Goes here. So somehow this is position 180, but it also speeds up. Why does it speed up anyway? That is a very good question and I have no answer. Not yet. Alright. Will it speed up and end up in this position? Again. Slowing and then speed up again. Okay, now it speeds up for some action which could be done right here. This is another different position. So it is not crystal clear. And yes, here is print line. So let's upload again. Just cosmetics in this case. And while uploading, everything stays the way it was. Off will be off. Off will be off or on, etc. Let's do it one more time. Speeding up. But what will this one do? And it is currently at 1 millisecond. And there it goes, fast. So another question that I just got is, can it even be done that it runs the other way? But on the other hand, it doesn't print it. So that's something I don't understand. It doesn't even enter this one. Alright. And that's about it. I have to wrap up. So the focus of this episode has been once again on the servo motor. With some very yeah, let's say not satisfactory results. First it didn't run, but that was a wire that I had pulled too far out of the socket. Then what it seems to be a delay that oh, see, and now it runs the other way, and I know in the previous episodes it did run the other way multiple times, so it is possible, but still there is no backwards being printed in the monitor, so that is still worth some investigation. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this episode video, please subscribe to my channel for much more. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please, for Twitter, retweet, and for both like and leave a comment if you like, much appreciated. You can also show your appreciation by making a small donation, or even become a patron and have your name mentioned. Much more information under this video, from a website, social names, and the way how to donate. This is to be continued. Once again, thanks for watching, and bye.